What is up, everyone? Happy Friday. We are going to finish this game tonight. This is going to be the second half of the 1965 NFL Cleveland Browns at the Washington Redskins. Browns lead 14-7 at halftime. I checked a couple things in real life. Number one, the thing that I've been being, a little bit disappointed about is the passing of these quarterbacks. In real life, nobody in this game was above 50%. So I guess we're kind of on track there. And in real life, the Browns won this game 17-7. So we're kind of on track there. I think it's probably going to be a little bit more high scoring than that, but probably not much. So let's go ahead and get started here. Washington will kick off in the second half. So the Browns will get the ball first. And they're going to bring out Bob Jenks. Bob Jenks is going to be our kicker for the Redskins. He's one of the ones that he's got a C rating. He's got a C1, so he actually catches passes for the Redskins that year. Their punter and kicker both do. 25 is a 25, and I believe it's a touchback. And yes, it is. So Bob Jenks kicks it through the back of the end zone, and the Browns will take over. No, where'd it go? Oh, I got to put a 75 in. The Browns will take over 1st and 10 on their own 20. Oops. As the third quarter starts here. So, what does Jim Brown have? Because I do love me some Jim Brown. I think I got to click here. Yeah. So Jim Brown has 9 rushes for 34 yards in this game. That's not what you're looking for if you're a Browns fan. In fact, they have 127 yards of total offense now, 10 first downs on 31 plays, which I know the first quarter was really bad, so that was all in the second quarter. So let's see what we can do here. So we're going to go standard offense. Again, for the Browns, a standard offense, 1 through 12 are your running plays because they ran the ball 60% of the time that year. So 10 will be an outside run. And, 63, that'll be Leroy Kelly. I think that's his first carry. We have a 63 on defense also. That's an AD. So Leroy Kelly against an AD. All right. I believe he's a rookie. 55, that's a 16. And Leroy Kelly's going to start off with a 14-yard run for the Browns. It's going to be 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. We'll stay standard. And we're going to get another outside run. All right, this is going to be Jim Brown. Now, Jim Brown does not have outside run numbers. He has inside run numbers. So I will flip it to the inside run. 62 on the defense is an AS. And we're going to go Jim Brown on the outside, or on the inside. Sorry. 66. That is a K. And I believe the last time I had a 66, I rolled something really bad for him, like a 43, which was an 18. It got him like 6 yards. Let's see if I can do better this time. Here we go. A 26. Oh, man, that is a 16. And he will get 13 yards on the run. So 2 back-to-back big runs for Cleveland Browns running backs here. That's going to make it 1st and 10 on their own 47-yard line. And we're going to go inside run this time. 31. That'll be Jim Brown. 22, though. The defense is looking for this one. It's an AG. And that's a 24. 24 for Brown is a 22. And he will get 2 yards on the run. Jim Brown gets 2. And that'll make it 2nd down and 8 to the 49-yard line. And we're going to go outside run. So all run numbers so far. I like that. 52. 52, I believe, is Ernie Green. Yes, it is. So Ernie Green getting a chance on this drive now. 63, back to a 63. That's an AD. So we're going to go Ernie Green now on the outside run. A 46, that's a 24 in Green. Oh, he's only going to pick up 1. And that'll make it 3rd and 7. Right at the 50-yard line. And we're going to bring out the short pass heavy. We're going to bring out a couple receivers here. And, he's going to go, Frank Ryan's going to go medium pass. So he's going to throw it down the field. 21 is going to be Gary Collins, who is an A. 35 is a CS. We'll make this a BD. And we'll go Frank Ryan to Gary Collins. And it's a 13. That's a 17, and he is going to be incomplete. And I believe he's now 4 of 16 in this game. And that's going to make it 4th and 7, and we'll bring out the punter. Bring out Gary Collins to kick it away. Oh, no, 63 is not great. Oh, actually, it's okay. It's an 8. And we're at the 50, so that's going to go out of bounds the 16-yard line. It's a 34-yard punt. And the Redskins will take over. 1st and 10 on their own 16. 12.5 to go in the third quarter. Now, the Redskins are actually a 55% pass team, so they're going to be 1 through 9 on your runs and 10 through 20 on your passes. And they're going to start off with a medium pass. So Sonny Jorgensen, 8 and 19 in this game. It's an AS defense. 61, that's George Hughley. And he is a C. So we're going to make this a BS. It's going to be Jurgensen to Hughley. We get a 13 for Jurgensen. That's a 15, and that is incomplete. Sonny Jurgensen misses his wide receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down and 10 now. We'll stay standard. And we will get another 18, another medium pass. 14 on your defense. That is not great. That is a BG. The Browns expecting a run here. And 15 is Bobby Mitchell. It's an AG. And that's a great defense to pass against. An AG on a medium pass. So Jurgensen looking for Bobby Mitchell. Oh, 23 though. It's a 29, and he's going to get sacked. He's going to lose 11 yards all the way back to the 5. Wow. Jurgensen minus 11. Who got it for the Browns? 22 is Dick Mojalewski, however you say it. Mojalewski. There he is. Mojalewski. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 21. And I'll do what I usually do on a 3rd down and long like this. I'll put 20 on the dice as a draw. I'll move long pass to 19, and we'll go medium pass heavy. And we will get a 5. That is a short pass. $56. 35 on the short pass. That'll be Dan Lewis, the man. Dan the man, he's a B. 56 on your defense is an AS. We'll make it an AD. And we'll go Sonny Jurgensen to Dan the man Lewis. A 56. Oh, that's a 20, and that is incomplete. And nobody completes passes in 1965. We're going to bring out the punter, punting deep in his end zone. That would be Pat Richter. A 55. That'll be a good punt. That's a 4. And he's going to kick it 64 yards. Holy cow. 64. It's going to be taken by Leroy Kelly at his own 31-yard line. A 54 for Kelly. And that'll be a 36. And he's going to get 3 yards, but we have a penalty. We have a TQ. 23. And that'll be holding. So it's a 3-yard kick. So we'll go, that's a 1. So it's going to be a 1-yard. Leroy Kelly. Oh, I Googled this. Actually, I ChatGPT'd it and I Googled it. And it turns out the way that I'm doing these punt returns and kick returns is correct. At least according to the internet. And the internet is always right. You guys know that. So what you do is you figure out where the ball, the penalty happened on the return. So let's say it's a 10-yard return. No, let's say it's a 12-yard return. What I would do is roll 2 dice that equal 12. Maybe it's a 22-yard return. Maybe I just roll one that has 20. Try to get close to the number. And then, so let's say it's a 12-yard return. The penalty happened 9 yards into the return, and then you penalize from there. So that's kind of how I've been doing it, and I believe that's correct. So I got 1 yard into the return, so we'll give Leroy Kelly 1 yard and change of possession, so it'll be 15 seconds. Then we'll penalize 10 yards for the hold, So we'll go penalty. It'll be on the Browns for holding. And it's actually 10 yards, not 5. And then no time off the clock because I put it on the punt return, so we're not going to put it on the holding. And in this case, actually, it's going to be no first down marker in play because I don't want it to be 1st and 20 or 1st and 15. It's 1st and 10, just back 10 yards. So I continue. So it's 1st and 10 now. So the Redskins were 4th and a bunch at their own 6 or their own 4, whatever it was, and they punt, and the Browns start at their own 22. So that's great. Great way to get out of that field position problem for the Redskins. 11:15 to go in this quarter. And the Browns are going to start with an inside run. All right. Oh, 66. Who is 66? That's going to be Charlie Scales. Getting, I believe, his first run of the game. He's a halfback, fullback, too. He is the 3rd stringer behind Ernie Green. And probably behind Leroy Kelly, too. 31 on the defense is a CS. So Charlie Scales getting a carry. 41, that is not going to be good. 26, he is going to... Actually, he's going to get stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. No gain for Charlie Scales. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Let's go short pass heavy here. We are going to get a short pass. See if Frank Ryan can actually connect to somebody. 62. That'll be Charlie Scales again. He's a C. 56 is AS. We'll make this BD. And we'll go Frank Ryan to Charlie Scales. A 16. I mean, it's a 23. And that is interception number 4. So W58. So Frank Ryan to Charlie Scales. Let's see how far. Oh, I'm going to have to do something about the interceptions in this card set because I don't believe that it's accurate. I think it's way off. W58. 23. That is a 16-yard pass. And it's going to be intercepted by the Redskins by 25. That is Lonnie Sanders. Lonnie Sanders is a starting cornerback. There he is. Oh, he's a W8, so he's intercepting passes. Oh, he's got some low numbers, too, on his returns. So I expect a return here. There's a 65, 18. Yeah, he's going to get 20 yards. That's going to give the Redskins really good field position. Yeah, down to the 18. So where are you at, Lonnie Scales? Lonnie Sanders, there he is. 20. And the Skins are going to start 1st and 10 on the Browns 18. So that's great field position to start this drive. Okay, standard offense. And we're going to get a 16. And we do have medium pass, so we're going to go medium. No, that's a short pass. I'm sorry. Yeah, we have short pass. Where's that? Right there. Okay, 24, 21. So 21 is going to be Bobby Mitchell. He's an A. And 24 on your defense is a BS. And we'll make this an AS. And we'll go Jurgensen to Mitchell. 12. And no one can complete passes. Bobby Mitchell's actually going to run. He's going to scramble outside the pocket, try to get away from the pressure. And what was that defense? A C24. It was a BS. So Bobby Mitchell on the scramble. Sonny Jurgensen on the scramble. 36-25. No gain at all for him there. Now that's going to make it 2nd down and 10. And we're going to go with a 11. 11 is a short pass. 34 on your defense is an AG. So the Browns are playing the run. And it's going to be Rick Caceres. I think he played for the Vikings, right? I think that's where I played him. That's going to make it a 34 is an AG. So we're going to make this a BG because Caceres is a C. So Jurgensen's is Caceres. Another 12, another 26, and another scramble for Sonny Jurgensen. All right, so your defense was AG. So Jurgensen gets outside the pocket. 21, and 28, and he gets nailed. That's going to be a 5-yard loss for Jurgensen. That's going to make it 3rd and 15 back to the 23-yard line. And we'll go medium pass heavy, and we will get a medium pass. $62 on the defense is an AS, make it AD. 65 is Caceres again, make it CD. So we'll go Jurgensen back to Rick Caceres. 35, that's a 10, and that'll be incomplete. And that's going to make it 4th down, and they can't capitalize. But they are in field goal territory, and we will bring out Bob Jenks to try a 40-yard field goal. Try to get within 4. 32. 32 is a 10. A 10 is no good. A 10 is no good on an extra point, for crying out loud. So he's going to miss the field goal. And it's going to be Brown's ball. No harm, no foul on the turnover. First and 10 Cleveland with 9 minutes to go. They're on their own 30. And they're going to start with an inside run. $33, $66. So the defense knows it's coming. It's a BG. 33 is Jim Brown. Up against a BG. It's a 53. That's a 16 for Brown, and that is 9 yards. So Jim Brown gets 9. We'll stay standard here. And there's another medium pass. Sounds like I'm going to roll an 18. $23. That'll be Johnny Brewer. He's a starting tight end. He's a C. 12 on your defense, though, is a CG. So we'll go to C. We'll stay at CG, actually. So we're going to go Frank Ryan to Johnny Brewer. A 16. Hey, it's a 23. And hey, it's interception number 5. W64. W64. 13. And that is a 34-yard pass. So we'll go pass Ryan to Brewer. 34 yards. Intercepted. And intercepting it for the Redskins this time. 24. Back to Lonnie Sanders. So Frank Ryan and Lonnie Sanders just playing pitch and catch here. And he's going to return another one. Let's see how he does. 54. That's going to be a 36. And we have a 7-yard return, but we have a TK. So 51 on a K. That's holding. So that's going to, so we got a 7-yard pass, right? So I'm going to roll one die. It's a 6. Let's see. So 1. So 1 yard into the return is the hold. So that was going to be Lonnie Sanders again. He gets 1 this time. And then there's a 10-yard penalty from that spot against the Redskins for holding. No first down marker in play. No time. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Back on their 18-yard line now. And they're going to get the ball. And here we go. I'm going to switch orange. I'm going to switch back to my orange die that I've been using for a long time to call plays. So 15 is going to be a short pass. 22 on the defense is BD. 36, that is Pat Richter, our punter. And he's a wide receiver 3, tight end 3. He's a C, though. So 22 was BD. We'll make it CD. So Sonny Jurgensen to Pat Richter. 61, and it's a 17, and that is incomplete. Jurgensen to Richter. All right, 2nd and 10 now on the 18. Again, I feel like we're doing 15 seconds of play here. All right, we're going to go. Roll that again. Okay, we're going to go with an outside run. $55 on the defense, so that's an AG. And it's going to be Dan the Man Lewis against an AG. So Lewis, 36, that's a 22, and Lewis is able to get 1 yard. All right, it's 3rd and 9, so we'll go short pass heavy here. All right, 12. 12 will be a short pass. $26, $25. So 25 is going to be Preston Carpenter. He's an A. 26 is a BS. We'll make this an AD. And we'll go Jurgensen to Carpenter. Hey, at 22, we got a complete pass. It's a 13-yarder, and it's a 1st down. So he hits Preston Carpenter for 13. 1st and 10 now. Skins up to the 32-yard line. And we're going to get an outside run. All right, 55, 21. So 21 is Charlie Taylor. 55 is an AG. So Charlie Taylor on the outside. 65, it's a 26. I mean, come on. No gain. No gain on the play for Charlie Taylor. That's going to make it 2nd and 10. And we will go standard again. And we will get a short pass. $33, so the defense is ready. It's a BD. 62 is Angelo Koya. He's a C, so make it a CD. So Jurgensen to Koya. 23 this time. Hey, it's a 29, and he is sacked. He's going to lose 4. Getting the sack for the Browns is Bill Glass. Bill Glass, the really good defensive end, gets in there. And that'll make it 3rd and 14 now. And we'll go medium pass heavy. And we will get a 5. That's a short pass. All right, 31 on the defense is a CS. Make it a CD. 55 is Bob Jenks, our kicker. So we threw to our punter, so we're going to throw to our kicker too. He's a C. So it's going to be a CD for Jenks. So it's going to be Jurgensen to Jenks. And we get a 14. 14 is a 35. And we have an incomplete pass, but we have a penalty. We have a TH. So let's check it. 34. That is going to be on the offense. That is holding, and the Browns will decline that penalty. And they'll take the incomplete pass. And that'll make it 4th down. We're going to bring out Pat Richter to punt. So the Redskins punt and the Browns throw interceptions. That's kind of how this quarter goes. All right, 24 for Richter. 6. And that is, where are they at? 28. So that is a 40-yard punt taken by D10. And he's going to take it at the 32. That's Leroy Kelly. 15 for Kelly. That'll be a 9. And he is going to get 17 yards on the return. And the Browns will start 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line. 5.5 to go in this third quarter. Not much of anything going on. And we're going to start out going big. Let's go big with these guys. And we are going to, leaner. And we are going to get a 16. That'll be an outside run. Whoops. This way. 54. And I believe that's going to be Ernie Green. Yes, it is. Ernie Green on the run. 34 on your defense is AD. So we're running outside against a pass defense. We're making an AS since I went big. So Ernie Green against an AS. A 64. That's an 18 for Green, and that is 7 yards. So Ernie Green gets 7. And that'll make it 2nd and 3. I'm going to stay big. When you're big, you only have 4 chances for a pass. That's 17, 18, 19, 20. All the rest of them are run plays. And I think the Browns can do anything if they run the ball. And we get a 6. That'll be an inside run. 22 is Jim Brown. 52 is BD, and we will make this BS. So Jim Brown against a BS. A 46, that's a 24, and Brown gets 3. And that's a first down. All right, now we're going to go standard. 1st and 10 at the 41. Try to mix it up a little bit here. And we get a 17, so we get a short pass. Oh, it's so scary right now. What is Frank Ryan? Is he going to throw number 6? It's going to happen at some point. So 16, that'll be Gary Collins. He's an A. 61, that's a BS. We'll make this an AS. And we'll go Frank Ryan to Gary Collins. 54, this is going to be a penalty. 36, we have a 15-yard completion, but we have a penalty. 62, and we have unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense. Wow. I didn't see that coming. 62 is a 33. That is 15 from the line of scrimmage. They'll decline that, and they'll take the pass play. So Ryan hits Collins for that same 15 yards. It just looks better in the stats this way. It's going to be 1st and 10 down to the Redskins' 26-yard line. We'll go big again. And we will get a 9. That'll be an inside run. $32, 61. 61 is a BS. We'll make it a BG. 32 is Jim Brown. Oops. Went the wrong way. Where are we at? Right here. Yeah, so it's a BG. All right, so Brown takes the handoff. 53, that's a 16. And he gets 8. So now Jim Brown's kind of running better in this quarter than he did the first half. And that'll make it 2nd down and 2 now at the 18. And let's go big again. Oh, 19, we're going short pass. 35. 35 is Paul Warfield. He's an A. 26. 26 is an AS. We'll make it an AS. All right, so it's going to be Frank Ryan to Paul Warfield. 15. That's a 7, and he hits him for 10. So Paul Warfield gets 10 yards down to the 8. 2 straight completions for Frank Ryan. That's going to be 1st and goal. We'll go big. 14 is an outside run. Oh, 63. It's going to be Leroy Kelly. 43. 43 is a BD. We'll make it a BS. And Leroy Kelly on first and goal, going to take the outside run. 41. Oh, no. And he is going to get a 26. He is going to get -1. He's going to lose a yard. Make it 2nd and 9. Second and 9. 2:45 to go. We'll short pass heavy. And we'll get it. Oh, there's actually the only thing I can do there's a short pass, so didn't have to roll that die. So it's going to be Gary Collins. It'll be against a BS, and we'll make this an AD. So it's going to be Ryan to Collins. 21. That's an 18, and that will be incomplete. Ryan to Collins. And let's go standard here. And we're going to get an inside run. Mm-mm-mm-mm. 36. It's going to be Jim Brown. 45. 45 is a BS, and we'll make it a BG. All right, so Brown against a BG, a 23, and 20. He's going to go backwards. He's going to lose 4 yards on that run. That'll make it 4th and 13. 4th and goal at the 13, and we're going to bring out Luke Rosa. He'll try a 30-yard field goal with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. 33. Holy cow. That's a 38. And that is good. And that makes the score 17-7. And like I said earlier, that's how the score finished in real life. This is like the best chance I have at having a game finish with the same score in real life as I did in my game. So if there's no more scoring, that would be an accomplishment. I like that. All right, let's kick off with Groza. 35 for Lou the Toe. That is a 29. Yikes. And that is 54 yards. It's taken by 0-10. So Groza kicks it to the 11. And 0-10 is going to be George Hughley. Isn't there a George Hughley? Not DL Hughley. 46. 46 is a 12. And Hughley is going to get 17 yards on the return. And they'll start 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. All right, 1:30 to go in this third quarter. We're going to standard offense here. And we're going to get a 9. That'll be an outside run. $52. 54. 54 will be, is that Dan Lewis? Yes, it is. Dan the man. 52 is a CD. Yikes. All right, so Dan Lewis against a CD. So the Browns are in a pass defense right now. And Lewis with a 65-25, and that is no gain, and he's actually pushed out of bounds on that play. 2nd and 10. We're short pass heavy here. And we're going to get a short pass. All right, 13 on the defense. That's a BS. Make it a BD. 34 is Dan the man. Keep it at BD. And Sonny Jurgensen to Dan Lewis. 62. That'll be a 20, and that'll be incomplete. Man, when Jurgensen started off like 4 or 6 or something like that, I was so hopeful that we might have a good quarterback game. Because this is the 5th game I've played with this APBA 1965 set. I have not had a good quarterback game yet. This is my 9th and 10th quarterbacks. All right, let's go short pass heavy. And we get a short pass. 43, that's not a good defense. That's a BG. Make it a BS. But 62 is Angelo Cola. Make it a CS. Angelo Koya, however you say it. So Jurgensen to Koya. 24, and that's a 17, and you know what that is. It's incomplete. So they're going to bring out their punter again, Pat Richter. 51 for Richter. That's a 4. And that is 54 yards taken by D10. That's Leroy Kelly. So Richter kicks it 54 times. Or 54 times. Well, it feels like it. 54 yards. Leroy Kelly catches it at the 18. 52. That's probably a fair catch. Yes, it is. So Leroy Kelly takes the fair catch. Browns start 1st and 10 on their own 18. 30 seconds to go in this third quarter. Browns lead 17-7. And we'll go big. We'll keep running the ball here. 11. That'll be an inside run. $34 will be Jim Brown. 55. 55 is AG. So Jim Brown against an AG. Probably the last play of the quarter. And a 36 for Brown. That's a 20. And he gets 2. And that will end the third quarter. Browns lead 17-7, just like in real life. And let's keep it going here. 2nd and 8. So we're going to short pass heavy here. We're going to get a short pass. $51. Who is 51? That's a new one. It's Ernie Green. He's a B. And 63. Yikes. That is an AG. And I went short pass heavy, so it's an AS. We're in the fourth quarter now. So it's going to be Frank Ryan to Ernie Green. Dump off pass. 55 for Frank Ryan. That's a 6. And I think he just completed his 3rd in a row. That's 15 yards. So Frank Ryan hits Ernie Green. Boy, if they start completing passes, they're going to blow him out. 1st and 10 up to the 35 now. As Ryan, other than the 5 interceptions, 7 of 22, 92 yards. And we will go back to big. Oh, it's 20. He's going short pass, play action. 26. Then that'll be Jim Brown. He's a B. 15 is an AD, and we'll make this an AS. That's going to be Ryan to Jim Brown. 52. Oh, that's a 28. And Frank Ryan is going to get sacked. And he is going to lose 2 yards on this sack. And the dice fell out of my hands. There we go. Getting the sack for the Redskins is Bill Quinlan. I don't think I've said his name yet today. Bill Quinlan. And that'll make it 2nd and 12 on the 33. And we'll go, let's go standard here. And we'll get a 10. That'll be an outside run. $53. That's going to be Ernie Green. 45 is BS. Make it BG. So Ernie Green on the outside run, taking the pitch. 31. That'll be pretty good. That's a 17, and he is going to get. He's going to get 5 yards. Okay. Green gets 5. That's going to make it 3rd and 7 on the 38. I'm going to go standard again. And we're going to get an inside run. That'll be Jim Brown. 32 is CD. And I went standard, so we'll stay at CD. And Brown takes the handoff. 22. That's a 4. And he's going to get 10 yards and a 1st down. So the run game really coming through here in the second half, really. 1st and 10 out of the 48. And we'll go standard. And that's going to be an outside run. 44, that'll be Brown. 62 is an AS, and I went standard, so we'll stay at AS. And Brown takes the handoff. 41, 26. And he gets nothing. So Jim Brown stood up at the line of scrimmage. Make it 2nd and 10 now at their own 48. Stay standard. 11, and that's going to be an outside run. 65, that's going to be Leroy Kelly. 55 on the defense is an AG. So Leroy Kelly taking the outside run. 41, 26, and he is going to lose a yard. So the run game that was coming up big is all of a sudden nothing on this part of the drive. Make it 3rd and 11. I'm so scared to say these words, but we'll go medium pass heavy. And we'll get a short pass, thankfully. 44 is Paul Warfield. He's an A. 25 is an AD. And we're going to go Frank Ryan to Paul Warfield. 14. That is a 35. That is complete for 14 yards. But hang on, there's a penalty. 20. Oh, that's going to be on the defense. That's pass interference. So that is going to be a 14-yard pass interference penalty against the Redskins. The automatic first down. I'll give the Browns 1st and 10 now, down to the Redskins' 39-yard line. And we'll go back to big. Oh, we're going to get a short pass, though. So we're going to go a little play action. 26 is going to be back to Jim Brown on that play action. He's a B. 33 is a BD. We're going to make this a BS. And we're going to go Frank Ryan to Jim Brown. 42. That's a 16. That's complete. Only 2 yards. But hey, it's complete. And for Frank Ryan, that's big. That's a big deal. Okay. Down to 11:15 here. 2nd and 8. And we will go. Let's go big. No, let's standard offense. And we are going to get a 9. We're going back to the outside run. $25, you know who that is. 16, that's AS. So Jim Brown against an AS. 21. 21's 22, and that is no gain again for the big man. All right, 3rd and 8. Oh, I'm so scared to say these words again. Short pass heavy. And it's going to be a medium pass. That's even scarier. 61. That'll be Charlie Scales. He's a C. 13's a BS, making a CD. So a medium pass CD with a quarterback that loves to throw interceptions. Not good. All right, here we go. Oh, an 11. That's definitely not an interception. That's a 2. That's a 37-yard touchdown pass. Frank Ryan hits Charlie Scales for 37, shocking everyone. And he breaks the plane to the goal, gets a touchdown. And it's 23-7 Cleveland. Lou Groza kicking the extra point. 51 is an 18. And an 18 will be good. And that's going to make it 24-7 Cleveland. Oh, that's a good drive. Kind of surprising. What's he up to? 9 of 24 for 131, a touchdown, and 5 interceptions. Whoopsie. Maybe 2 touchdowns. I don't remember how they had their. I don't remember their second touchdown. All right. Let's kick off with Lou Groza. Oh, a 66 for Lou the Toe. That's going to be a 2. And that is 1 yard deep in the end zone. 66-09. I'll roll for it. We'll roll to see if he returns it. 66-09. So 1 through 11 will be a touchback. And it is, oh, he's going to run it. That's going to be Billy Hunter running it out. A 43, uh-oh. A 43 is a 31. Do we have a rare play? No. Wait. Yes, we have an RP14. An RP14. Our first rare play, maybe of this game. All right. Oh, no, a 2. Okay, this is going to be really... When you roll a 2 or a 12 on a rare play, that is going to be wacky. So we've got a 2. I can't wait. I'm going to read it without reading ahead. Running along the sideline after breaking into the clear, returner is tackled by opposing player not in game at time. Referee awards touchdown to receiving team. Wow, you can do that? Oh my God, Mike Tomlin did that. They didn't give him a touchdown, did they? So that is going to be a 101-yard touchdown return for Billy Hunter. Oh my. That is fun. So Billy Hunter goes 101 and gets the touchdown. And the Redskins get that touchdown right back. 24-13. We'll bring out Bob Jenks. 53. 53 is a 23. And a 23 is good. And that'll make it 24-14. And just like that, my dream of 17-7 is gone. But we had some fun. All right, so now the Redskins will kick off. It'll be Bob Jenks. 25. That'll be a 5, and that is a 70-yard kick taken by 09. Leroy Kelly, 5 yards deep, and he's going to take a knee. It'll be 1st and 10 Cleveland on their own 20-yard line. Now 24-14. And we'll start out big. And we're going to get an inside run. Whoops. Oh, 61. That's Ernie Green. 43 is a BD. Make it a BS. And Ernie Green against a BS. A 32. I hate these dice rolls of these small straights. 26. They drive me crazy. 2. He gets 2 yards against a BS. Yeah, he gets 2 yards on the run, so at least he got something. I feel like I roll those more than anything. All right, 2nd and 8 now to 22. We'll go standard offense this time. And we're going to get a 4. We're going to get another inside run. And it's going to be 53. Back to Ernie Green. 46 for Washington's AS, so make it AG. So we're going to Ernie Green now, another inside run. 33 for Green. That's a 15, and he's going to rattle off 14 yards. So Ernie Green running well. Browns have got to be over 150 yards rushing now. Oh, yeah, they're at 159. So that put him over 150. And we will go, let's go back to being big. 15. I think I went standard on the last play. That's all right. 15 on that's going to be an outside run. And that'll be Jim Brown. So we're going to go back to inside. 11 on the defense. They are stacking it up. They're at BG now. It's going to be Brown against a BG. And that's a 35. That's going to be a 16. And he's going to get only 5 yards on that run. That's what that BG does to you. And it'll be 2nd down and 5 now on the 41. 8:45 to go in this game. We'll go standard. Get an inside run. 13. That'll be Jim Brown. 46 is an AS. We'll make it an AG. So Jim Brown against an AG. Oh, no, I went standard, so it's an AS. AS. 62. That's a 24. And that'll be 2 more. That'll make it 3rd and 3. We'll stay big. Keep running the ball here. 12 is another inside run. And that is 42, and that will be Jim Brown. 24 on the defense is a BS, make it a BG. And Jim Brown against the BG again. 41 is not going to do it. That's a 26. And that is no gain. And the Browns, 3rd and 3 from their own, 4th and 3 from their own 43. They're going to have to punt. 7:45 to go. Redskins get one more score. They'll be in one score this thing. All right, so let's bring out our punter, Gary Collins. 52. That's an 8. And that is a 45-yard punt. Taken at the 12 by Ricky Harris. 46 for Ricky. Oh, it's going to be a fair catch. He's going to catch it right at the 12. Not a great decision there. I mean, unless there were guys coming at you, but, you know. Ricky was a young boy. All right, 1st and 10 on the 12 for the Redskins now. Down 24-14. And we will go, let's go standard here. And they're going to get him a short pass. He had a heart of stone. All right, 35. 21 will be Bobby Mitchell. He's an A. 35 is a CS. Make this a BS, yeah. Standard offense, so no change in that. So BS. So Jurgensen to Bobby Mitchell against the base defense. A 23. It's a sack. He's going to lose 8. Oh, those small straights are awful. He's going to lose 8. Who got it for the Browns? 35. 35 is Jim Knickie. So Jim Knickie with the sack, or Knick. And that'll be a 30-second play. And that'll make it 2nd and 18, all the way back on the 4-yard line. We'll go medium pass heavy. And we'll get a medium pass. But we are all the way back here. All right. 16 on the defense, 25. That'll be Preston Carpenter. He's an A. 16 is an AS. We'll make it an AD. And we'll go Jurgensen to Preston Carpenter. It's a 31. That's a 9. That'll be complete. 10 yards, and he gets pushed out of bounds. So Jurgensen with the completion. That's going to make it 3rd and 8 now, up to the 14-yard line for the Redskins. We're going to go short pass heavy. And we're going to get a short pass. And we're still inside the 14. We're at the 14, actually. So 26 on the defense. 23. Back to Preston Carpenter. He's an A. I'm going to make it an AD. It's a BS. Make it an AD. And it's going to be Jurgensen again to the same guy, Carpenter. 14. That's a 35. We have, oh man, he is nailed for a 7-yard loss on a sack. But we have a penalty. We have a TH. Let's see what we got here. 43. That's going to be on the offense. That is an illegal forward pass. 5 yards and a loss of down. The Browns will take the sack there. So Jurgensen declined the penalty. Jurgensen loses 7. Who got him? Back to Paul Wiggin. And that's going to make it 4th and 15 on the 7. 6:15 to go. I feel like you would go for this if you weren't at the 7, but you can't. You can't go for it here. You just can't. You got all your timeouts. I mean, if you don't get the first down here, it's an easy score. It's at least a field goal try. So let us punt it away. Bring out Pat Richter. An 11. So that's going to be a great punt. That probably would have been it would have been a good pass completion or whatever if had I gone for it. That's a 4. And Wigan, he's going to kick at 60 yards. Or Richter, I mean. So Richter kicks at 60. He's made some great punts in this game, especially when they needed it. So Richter kicks at 60. Taken at the 33-yard line by Leroy Kelly. 13 by Kelly. That is a 26. And he's actually going to lose a yard on the return. The Browns will take over. 6 to go. 6 minutes to go. First and 10 at their own 32. Redskins have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning to stop the clock. They need to play some defense here. But we're going to go big. And we're going to get an inside run. $54. That'll be Ernie Green. 61 on your defense is BS. Make it BG. So Ernie Green against a BG. 24. 24 is a 24. And he gets nothing. And the Redskins will use our first timeout. All right, let's do it again. Actually, let's go standard here. And we get a 7. That is an outside run. $44. Is that Brown? I think it is. I think he's 11 to 45. Yep. So Jim Brown on the outside run, so we'll move it to the inside. 51 on your defense. It's an AG, and that's where we'll leave it. So Jim Brown against an AG on 2nd and 10. And it's a 26. 26 is 22. And he'll get 3. The Redskins will use their second timeout. And the Browns will go short pass heavy here. Scary words. All right, it's a 15. That'll be a short pass. All right, 31. 31 is going to be Jim Brown. He's a C. I'm sorry, he's a B on short passes. 44 is an AD, and that's where we'll leave it. So Frank Ryan to Jim Brown. A 62. That's a 21, and that is incomplete. And holy cow, was that scary. So Ryan to Brown, incomplete. So the Redskins are going to get the ball back. They have 1 timeout left in the 2-minute warning, and they played good defense on that drive. So we're going to bring out Gary Collins to punt. 36 for Collins is a 6. And that is 48 yards, taken by D10. It's caught at the 17-yard line by Ricky Harris. 55 for Ricky. And that's a 10. And he's going to get 8 yards on the return. Well, I thought he was going to get more than that. But he gets 8. All right, Redskins take over. First and 10 on their 25. Let's go medium pass heavy on this first play. Let's get Sonny throwing the ball. And it is an 8. That will be a short pass. All right, 32. 34. 34 is, that is Dan Lewis, Dan the Man. He's a B. 32 on the defense is a CG. We'll make it a CS. And we'll go Jurgensen to Dan Lewis. 41. 23. And that is another interception. That's only his second. W59. So Jurgensen to Dan Lewis. So W59. $51. And that is a 34-yard pass. It's taken at the 41-yard line. by Bernie Parrish of the Browns. Who is Bernie Parrish? He's a starting cornerback. And, he's got an R column. So he can run these. Cornerback 3. 41. 29. He's probably going to go backwards. Yeah, he's going to lose 6 yards on the return. But he turns the Redskins over. The Browns take the ball back, 1st and 10 on their own 35, up 24-14. We're going to start out big. We're going to get an inside run. $31 will be Jim Brown. 61 is BS. Make it BG. And Brown, 13. That's a 16. And he'll get 5. And the Redskins will use their last timeout here. 4:15 to go. 2nd and 5. 4:30 to go now. 2nd and 5 on the 40. And they'll stay big. Stay in that running formation. 13 is an outside run. 63. That'll be Leroy Kelly. 51 is an AG. So Leroy Kelly against an AG. A 64 for Kelly. That's a 19. And he's going to get 5 yards, and that's a first down. That's a big first down right there. That's going to be 1st and 10 now on the 45 for Cleveland. And we'll stay big. 11. That'll be an inside run. 65. Sticking with Leroy Kelly here. 35. 35 is a CS. Make it a CG. And Leroy Kelly against the CG. 63. That's a 34. He's going to fumble the ball. F24. Let's check to see if it sticks. 1 through 4, the fumble counts. The rest of them, it doesn't. It's a 5. Oh, it just sticks. It's all right. It just doesn't count, I mean. So that's what was it, an F25? Yeah, F24. Let's check the result of the fumble to get the result of the play. F24, 56. Oh, man, he is going to lose 16 yards on the run. Holy cow. So Leroy Kelly just bottled up in the backfield. We'll say that he fumbled it and picked it up and kicked it around, and Chris Berman's going whoop, whoop, whoop. But 30 seconds off the clock. 2nd and 26, back on the 29. And let's go standard here. And we'll get a short pass. All right, 44. That'll be Paul Warfield. He's an A. 26 is an AS. Make it an AD. No, make it an AS. I call it a standard offense, so we don't move it. So it's going to be Ryan to Warfield. A 26. That's a 20. Oh, it's incomplete. I thought we had interception number 6 there for a second. Warfield, incomplete. That is going to make it 3rd and 26. And you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to go big. We're going to see if maybe Jim Brown can get a run, and maybe he can get a first down. Otherwise, I'm not chancing an interception out of Frank Ryan there. So it's not going to be Jim Brown either. It's going to be Ernie Green. 26 is AS, and it'll make it an AG. So Ernie Green on the inside run. A 62 is not going to do it. That's a 24, and he is going to get 2 yards. That's going to make it 4th down, thanks to Leroy Kelly kicking the ball around in the backfield. And 2:45 to go. Let's bring out Gary Collins to punt. 26. That's a 6. That is a 48-yard punt. And 4th and 24. So it's going to be taken at the 21-yard line by Ricky Harris. Ricky was a young boy. 36, 26. And he's going to lose a yard on the return. And now the Redskins take over. 2:30 to go, down 10. We'll start off medium pass heavy for them. We will get a medium pass. Starting 1st and 10 on their own 20. $64 on your defense is a CS. Make it a CD. 41 is Pat Richter. He's a C. So keep it at CD. It's going to be Jurgensen looking for Pat Richter. Oh, a 34. We have a 35. Oh, that's going to be an incomplete pass, but we have a penalty. Yellow hanky. 46. Is that holding? Yes, it is. So that is going to be a holding penalty on the Redskins. Knock them back 10. Oops, holding. And that is going to make it 1st and 20 now, back on 10. 2:15 to go. We're going to go 1st and 20. Let's go long pass heavy. So 1 through 15 will be a long pass. 16 to 20 is medium. And we are going to get a 13. So they're going to throw from their own 10. See if they can connect on a 66. All right, 13 on your defense. That's a BS. Make it a BD. 41, back to Pat Richter. He's a C, so it's going to be a CD. It's going to be really tough now. So Jurgensen to Richter. We need an 11 or a 66 or something wacky. How about a 52? That's a 28. He is sacked. He's only going to lose 5 yards on the sack. But that's not good. Sack for Cleveland. Dick Mojalewski. Oops, make it 15. That takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2nd and 25, back on the 5. Go medium pass heavy. Then we're going to get a short pass. $21 on the defense. 65. 65 is Rick Caceres. He's a C. I believe he's a fullback, so we'll call this a dump off. See if Caceres can run. Make it a CD. All right, so we're going to go Jurgensen to Caceres. A 54. That's going to be another penalty. 36. That's going to be a 9-yard completion, but we have another penalty. 55. That could be on the defense. 26. That is roughing the quarterback. 15 from the line of scrimmage and an automatic 1st down. That's a big penalty. It doesn't get him a whole lot of yards. I mean, it gets him 15, but you really need more than that on this. It's going to be 1:45 to go. We'll go medium pass heavy again. We will get a 16. That's a medium pass, and they're on the 20 now. $32.62. That'll be Angela Koya. 32 is CG. So we're going to make this a CS. So Jurgensen to Koya. 51. That'll be complete, maybe? No, it's just incomplete. Oh, man. Just incomplete to Koya. And it's going to be 2nd down. We're going to medium pass heavy again. Oops, not that. 17 is a medium pass. 63 on the defense. That's a BG. Make it a BS. 51 is Charlie Taylor. He's an A, so make this an AS. And we're going to go medium pass Jurgensen to Charlie Taylor. 51, that's a 9, and this time it's complete for 14 yards and a 1st down. But I can do my hurry up here. So what you do is, Charlie, you make this a 15-second play. How many yards is that? Yeah, 14. You make this a 15-second play, and then you spike it on the next play. So it's first down, so this is going to make it 2nd and 10. And the spike is no time off the clock. So the spike, no time off the clock, and it's going to be 2nd and 10 now. 1:15 to go. I got to go long pass heavy here. And we're going to get a 3. We're going to get a long pass. (26-34). 34 is Dan the Man Lewis. He's a B. 26 is a BS. Make it a BD. And it's going to be Jurgensen looking for Dan the Man. 66! He's done it. It's a touchdown. It's a 66-yard touchdown from Jurgensen to Dan the Man, who I believe has 2 touchdowns now. And that brings them to within. That could bring them within a field goal if they make the extra point. All right, Sonny Jurgensen hits Dan Lewis for 66 and a touchdown. Let's kick the extra point. 26 for Jenks is a 24, and the extra point is good. And that's going to make it 24-21. And the Redskins a field goal away from tying this thing up. 1 minute to go, no timeouts, no 2-minute warning. They're going to onside kick. Jenks with a 46. I don't think that's going to do it. 23. That is going to be 10 yards, and it's going to be pulled in by 07. And 07 is the Browns. Let's go back to onside kick right there. Cleveland recovers. And that, oh man, there was a little bit of excitement there. 07, I think kickoff coverage is the same, right? 07, that'll be an end. Use either an EB, a DB, a HB, or an FB. Well, I got 20, so let's just roll it and divide it by 4. So we get a 1, so that's going to be an EB. So let's just roll 1 die. That's a 1, so it's going to be whoever their 01 is, Gary Collins. So Gary Collins returns it. 21. That's an 11. You know what? Let's look for an EB who actually has an OC so that I can. There we go. Tom Hutchinson is going to be the returner. 21 for him. It's in the K column. That's a 29. And he gets nothing. He just falls on it right there. I didn't want to have a guy like Collins has some really low numbers at all these. That wouldn't be right. So he's just gonna. So this is gonna be who was it? I already forgot who it was. Hutchinson. So Charlie Hutchinson just falls on it right there. Tom Hutchinson just falls on it, and the Browns take over, and they're gonna run 2 plays. Frank Ryan is gonna take a knee. And that will end this game. More terrible quarterbacking. We're going to take a look at the box score, and then we're going to make a decision about our next game. And that will end it with the Browns. Kind of an exciting ending there for a minute. It was 24-21. Final score again in real life, 17-7, and we blew that out of the water. But the same team still comes out as the winner. Let's update our stats. Then let's take a look at this box score. All right, quick box score. And let's go here. There we go. If you can see that. So there are your scores. And overall, Browns with 254 total yards. Redskins only 148. That makes sense. The Browns were a 42. Oh, no, they were a 36 defense against your 36 offense. Okay, that's not great. 18 total punts in this game. Let's see. How many total sacks? 14 total sacks in this game. 7 by each team. Wow, that's brutal. 99 yards in sacks lost. Holy cow. Redskins lost 2 fumbles. Browns didn't lose any, but the Browns had 5 picks, and the Redskins only had 2. For the rushing, Jim Brown, 24 for 92. Not the best game. Ernie Green, 12 for 62 and a touchdown. He was better. Frank Ryan, 9 of 26, one touchdown, 5 picks, please. Gary Collins, 3 for 44. Just not great. Sacks, Bill Glass had 2. Dick Mudgelewski had 2. Other guys had 1. Leroy Kelly, 6 punts, 40 returns, 47 yards, 7 points. That's not bad. Let's see. Gene Hickerson, the big fumble return, 1 for 28 and a touchdown. Gary Collins, 8 for 381. He averaged 47.6. That's really impressive. And then rushing for the Redskins, Charlie Taylor had 5 attempts. That's really bad. Dan Lewis was the big man here. He had 7 carries for 36 yards. He also had 4 catches for 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. You started him in your 1965 fantasy league. You're doing good. Sonny Jurgensen, 12 of 33, 155, 2-2. Not great. It was all based on that 66-yard touchdown right at the end. Up until then, it was even worse. Let's see. No fumbles. Quarterback sacks. Paul Krause with 2. Everybody else with 1. Interceptions. Ron Snydow with 2. Lonnie Sanders with 2. Jim Shorter with 1. And then punts. Pat Richter, 10 for 457. He averaged 45.7. That's pretty amazing. Both those punters. 40 yards is pretty good. Both those punters killing it. And then let's take a look at the overall. I like that this Pro Football Helper combines NFL and AFL into one kind of set of stats. So if we look at the standings, you have your AFL down here. Now we have our NFL up here. 1-0 for the Browns, 0-1 for the Redskins. And teams, let's go to individual, though. Let's look at quarterbacks. I can't get enough of how bad this is. Our leading completion guy is 46%, Mickey Slaughter. We only have 3 guys at 40 or higher. And you look at these total interceptions. 7, 5, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3. I mean, that's just brutal on interceptions. Touchdowns, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Yeah, let's go to rushing. And I love that it combines them. So leading the way, Paul Lowe with 93. He led the AFL. Jim Brown with 92. He led the NFL. So that kind of makes sense. Yards are a little bit low, but that kind of makes sense. Receiving. Again, Lionel Taylor. It's all AFL here. Yeah, Dan Lewis had 4. Preston Carpenter with 3. And Gary Collins with 3 in the one NFL game I've played so far. And then let's look at a good one. Let's look at interceptions and let's look at sacks. So interceptions. We got a bunch of guys with 2. We only have 1 touchdown, 1 return for a touchdown. And if we look at sacks, 1 guy with 3 and a bunch of guys with 2. Offense is ugly, man, in 1965. So unless it's my game, unless it's the way that I play, something with my dice rolls, something going on here. Offense is ugly through the first 5 games. I'm going to flip over, and I'm going to go to 1989 next. I'm going to play 1 game from 1989. I don't know which one, but I'll bet you it's going to have some good quarterbacks because I need to refill my system with some good quarterback play because I haven't seen it in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching, everyone. I will see you definitely tomorrow as I get my next game going. Have a good one.